You've seen all of the money that you can make doing remote sales. You've seen the freedom it can provide you. You can be working on a beach from a laptop, making tons of money, whether that's hourly, whether that's commission, whether that's a mixture of the two, but you don't know where to start. This video is for you. Pay attention. You don't need a degree. You don't need years of sales experience, but what you do need is a killer Upwork profile. So today we're going to show you exactly how you can do that, how you can get started, and how you can land your first remote sales job right now. All right, guys, let's get straight into it without further ado. Just some quick introductions. I'm Colin Spikers. I started a business called One Buzz Network when I was still in college. I'm still in college right now, actually, but I built that up and I sold it. And after selling it, I thought, well, sales is a great business skill, and it'll get me by until I start my next company or until I graduate and get a job, et cetera, et cetera. So originally I started remote sales just to get some cash flow in the door and learn the valuable skill of sales. But it ended up being so much more than that. I'm at the point now where I can also, I have enough experience to be confident in teaching people how to get into remote sales as well. So on the screen here is some pictures of the cool stuff that remote sales has allowed me to do. So I was able to travel in Europe for 3 months. I did study abroad through my school, and I was able to have a lot of cash flow coming in, which allowed me to live an awesome experience for those 3 months. I went to the Greek islands, I went to clubs, I partied a lot, and it was just all around a great time. So I want you guys to be able to do that too. So this is why the video was created. All right, so just a brief recap here. This is what you're gonna learn. So you're gonna learn how to position yourself and get a remote sales job, even having zero experience. I had zero experience when I first broke into remote sales, so I think I'm pretty qualified on how to teach you how to break in yourself. I'm gonna give you a lot of the stuff that I used to get my foot in the door and eventually build a pretty good income doing this. So it all starts with your portfolio. We're gonna learn how to create a credible portfolio without experience. We're gonna learn some proposal scripts, and we're gonna learn how to get your first job as fast as you can. You can do it in 1 to 2 weeks if you follow everything in this guide and actually work hard and do the inputs. The success will come. So starting off, pretty simple, but I'm gonna say it anyway. You need to have a really good profile, right? Think of it as like your LinkedIn profile. So you need to have a really professional headshot, which should go without saying, but wear a damn suit, look nice, look friendly, look trustworthy. Don't just have some random picture of you and your boys at the bar. You'd be surprised at how many people do this, by the way. So seems like a no-brainer. For some people it's not, so figured I would mention that. Don't beg, right? You are revenue driving. You are a good thing for the business to bring in. So show your expertise, even if you have none. We're going to teach you how to do that. And be specific. Use outcome-based headlines. This is what I do. This is what you get by hiring me. Your goal, obviously, is to become trustworthy and to make clients want to work with you. So in your actual description of the profile, this is important because they see the headline, they see a picture, and then they see the description. So there's a quick formula I put together for you guys. I help what business get X result with what you do, right? So kind of tailor this to what industry you think you want to be working in. I suggest tech, just because there's a lot of opportunity and money out there. But if you want to do like marketing agencies or something else, feel free to change this up a bit. But just for an example, I help tech startups book 5 to 10 calls a week or 10 to 15 calls a week, whatever you want to do, with cold outreach, right? Maybe you're going to focus more on cold email, or you're going to focus more on LinkedIn or cold calls, or a mixture of the three. Doesn't really matter, but just be specific and let people know what they're going to get by hiring you. This is a big one because you have no experience. You really need to have a portfolio of work, right? So include email sequences, call scripts, and just focus on understanding instead of job history. So do it for like a mock client. For example, let's say you want to work in tech. Use a big company like Salesforce or HubSpot and be like, this is a fictional portfolio I put together of what I would do if I was a sales rep at Salesforce. So here are the 3 cold email sequences I would send to potential customers. Here's what I would say on a cold call. Put it on Google Docs, make it look professional. Don't just put a bunch of unformatted text in there. Make it look really good. Make it look like you tried. Make it look like you're professional. That's really going to go a long way, because if you have no experience, people want to know you at least understand what you're getting yourself into as a freelance sales rep. So work portfolio is huge. And then the proposal, right? So this is what happens when you actually go ahead and apply for those jobs, right? I gave you a really good framework here. It's called hook, relevance, game plan, and CTA, which means call to action. So You're not going to say, hey, I think I can help. You look like a really good company. You're not going to look desperate. You're basically saying, here's what I'm going to do. This is what I can do for you. Obviously, your portfolio is going to help you a lot in building credibility. But this is a pretty good proposal I put together, right? So you can just pause this and just take a screenshot or copy this info down and kind of plug and play it. But this is really good. Again, I fear I should probably go back. So for your work portfolio, use ChatGPT, use AI, use your research. You don't have to do this blind. We are in 2025, so all the tools you have at your disposal, use them. It's not going to hurt you, and it's going to help you sound a lot more credible. Obviously, don't make it seem too obvious that you're using it, but again, right, use what you got. Now to land the job, here are just a few tips I'll give you. Upwork has filters, right? So just use the sales and business development feature. You don't want to be an inbox manager or secretary, so just make it concise, obviously. Apply to the newest jobs first, because then that way your proposal has the best chance of being actually read by the client. Apply as fast as you can. So within 30 minutes, I always like to do it, just be checking Upwork. Like if you're really serious, try to check it as much as you want. Volume and speed win. The more proposals you put out there, the more interviews you take, the faster you're going to hire. You're going to get hired. Put a Google Sheet together, track those interviews. Best tip I got for you is making a Loom video. So I'm actually a remote sales manager. I've gotten a few Loom videos. Every time I've gotten a Loom video, no matter their experience, I have always given them an interview, because it wows me so much. It shows you know how to present yourself, you're confident, you'll do the work and you'll go above and beyond, which is obviously what any company wants to see in a potential sales rep. So it doesn't have to be super complicated. Just briefly introduce yourself, talk about what you're gonna do if you get a job at the company. Drop a link to your portfolio so they can see a little bit more of your skills. You will get hired because of this. Just do this. It's, again, because it's optional, no one's going to do it. You're going to do it, and you're going to get hired because of it. Post-hire, this is kind of more higher level, and we'll touch on this in future videos. This is just the first video, right? But you're going to want to get a 5-star review, which means you did a good job, and then you're going to 1.5x your rate. So for future jobs, maybe you can stack some contracts, you can make a little bit more money, have some more cash in the door. You can also negotiate your rate if you really do a good job. You can get some long-term retainers, and then in addition to those retainers, obviously commission, and then extra gigs. And just learn while doing, improve each week. You're not going to get better without trying, but just do your absolute best to learn sales. Don't worry, I'm going to have a bunch of sales tutorials coming soon on this channel. And just remember that freedom plus leverage equals remote sales. You get leverage by being good. You get freedom because obviously your laptop remote, set your own rate, set your own hours. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. I will link a full hiring guide free. I built this out. It's like 14 pages. It's just a Google Doc of basically this information, but way more in depth, way more examples, way more concise than this video, obviously. But it's a long form document. So if you want it, the link is in the description. All you have to do is give me your email and I'll send it right over to you. So stay tuned. Hope you enjoyed this. Best of luck out there, and stay tuned because there's going to be a lot more sales and remote sales content coming, whether that's getting better at sales itself, or whether that's interview tips, or whether that's actually going out and getting hired for a remote sales job. It's all coming here. So make sure to download that guide. You're going to get on my newsletter. There's going to be a lot more info just coming out all summer. So hope you guys enjoyed. Best of luck out there. If you like what you see, give me a sub and a thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.